great to be amongst such awesome companies. Great to see Lee, Dom here. There's the battery industry in Australia is very live and very much leading the world in what we do. Like we led in solar, we will also lead in batteries as well. That's one of the things we do at GMG. So GMG, we're a Toronto Stock Exchange listed, but we're all here at Richlands, not too far away. We're a globally focused company, but we make everything here in Brisbane. So we have a board that's split American Australian. Really see American Australia as being, or North America Australia as being the next type of outcome that we've over the last 50 years grown to think that Northeast Asia is our customer base with our coal and our gas. I was ex-Shell for 20 years and I know what Northeast Asia's like. It's fantastic, but I believe that batteries are really intended for the American market in the end. And they do like our tech and they do like our materials. So we've structured ourselves to be that Australian-American kind of split. What do? So we make a critical mineral called graphene, which is a carbon nanomaterial. It's been around 15 years or so. We then make a heat exchange coating system, graphene coating, a graphene lubricant, then additives for lithium-ion batteries, and then last one is a graphene LMD-ion battery, so developing a completely new standalone technology, next generation technology. Graphene is the guy who found it. He got the Nobel Prize about 15, 16 years ago and does many amazing things, but it has yet to found its wondrous application. I asked, what's the material that changed everyone's lives here? If you want to have a go. What's the material that completely changed everyone's lives? Chocolate. But plastics, keep going. The one material that changed everyone's lives, beyond belief, that no one talks about, silicon. So silicon completely changed our lives. It's the only reason why we can do any of this, and no one ever really thinks about it. That's what graphene's going to be like. So it'll change your life and you'll never even know it's even part of that particular product. And that's where it's going through. It's how does it get into things to help things out? And then one day people go, oh, what was the last material that changed our lives? And people go, oh, graphene, yeah. So it's 1,000 times faster than silicon. So graphene chips enable you to do quantum chips. Anyways, there's many applications, and that's what we're here for. We're here to talk about our applications. And there are many ways to making graphene. Typically, it's made from graphite. We make it from natural gas, which makes a very different type of graphene nanoparticle. Our product, which we make at Richlands, straight from natural gas, so the same gas you cook your eggs with, we make into graphene. And that enables us to make about a 3 or 4 carbon atom platelet and about 200 or so atoms wide around there. And then that has all sorts of amazing properties. And we have these operations out Richlands. We just announced this performance. We just released our last product called G lubricant. So this is an additive that it's the first one of its type, certainly, that has provided this type of performance. So that bottle, which is a 1/2 litre of graphene lubricant, is graphene mixed into the oil at 1%. And then you put that into a truck engine or a diesel engine for power stations, and UQ signed off on results, and we had an 8% increase in efficiency. Now, I was part with Shell for 10 years in lubricants. I was a mining lubricants engineer. I get it. It's literally called a snake oil salesperson, so I get it. But we took 8 years. We knew it does. We know what it does. It does what it does. And there's lots of science, independent journals, universities to say anyone can crack graphene oil in a lubricant will change lubrication. And we've just come up, our patent's almost through globally, and that took 4 years to develop. We haven't changed it for 4 years because we've been testing around the world. Now that alone, in the $3.4 trillion diesel engine fuel market and gasoline or petrol fuel market, If we could, we generally see about a 10% fuel saving on big diesel engines. Would definitely enable us to add some benefit to what we see as a very long and protracted transition. Unfortunately, the transition and all these batteries that everybody wants are not going to take that much. They'll not be as fast as we want them to be, that anybody wants them to be. I'm sure Lee is well ahead of us on his production scale up, but we all want it to be faster. Unfortunately, deep tech takes time. And so what we're aiming to do is help on both sides of the ledger. So help the diesel, help the petrol, and then also help with the battery development as well. You can go online and you can download all the data. We've got about 8,000 data lines, 1 minute section data. And you can also buy it if you want. It's already available for sale. So yeah, we saw an 8.4% reduction in in fuel use. And then that's enabled us with this report. This was the Cummins engine. Now, what we also have is this coating which provides the ability to double the heat transfer rate of heat exchangers. And we're working with air conditioning companies, data centers, refrigeration people, heat sinks in industrial plants. There are various means of ways for it to improve the heat transfer rate. Got the Product of the Year award for the air conditioning industry last year in Australia. I keep trying to get that slide taken out, but it keeps putting back in. So we've now just on the verge of production. We are producing ready, but globally exporting. And this is what it does. So corrosion resistance as well as double heat transfer. It does that through very well-known physics, which we've now articulated. We can also miniaturize electronics with our coating. Can halve the size of heat sinks. And we're just about to distribute. What we're also doing is this graphene aluminium-ion battery. It's a very simple battery. It's graphene cathode, our separator, and aluminium foil anode. Very simple, very robust, and we're in the electrolyte development stage with Rio Tinto. So the next stage, we just launched working with BIC in Indiana, in America. That's a development centre, and they'll be helping us scale for the next year or so. Probably it for now.